don't know why I make myself wear this ridiculous hat for my Christmas videos. Ears out, ears in, definitely in. All right, okay. Here we go, Chris, come on, you can do it. Smash this video. 3, 2, 1. I'm Chris, you're watching FRAG-MENTAL. Thanks for joining me. It's December, Christmas is almost here, and it's that time of year when people start asking me what I want for Christmas. So, to make it easy for you, I thought I'd put together my Christmas wish list 2020. Let's go. I have most definitely been a very, very good boy this year. Oh, I have, mostly. Well, bit of bad boy maybe. Anyway, let's not talk about that. I'm hoping this video finds its way to the North Pole so Santa can get me all these fragrances and come round and empty his sack all over my living room. But I'm pretty sure Santa doesn't watch this channel. If he does, he never comments. Lurker. Anyway, reality is I'm probably not going to get anything off this list, so it's literally just a wish list. So here it is. Okay, let's start off with by Kilian. Okay, you know I've been collecting a few by Kilians this year. I love the house. I've managed to add 2 actual bought Kilian fragrances to my collection. So I bought a bottle of Black Phantom, one of my favourites from the house. Really been enjoying that. Great winter fragrance. Rum and coffee, lots of gourmandy notes. Yeah, gorgeous fragrance. I also bought the travel atomizer of Intoxicated. Now, when it comes to Kilian, I don't mind buying the travel atomizers because I think they look as nice as the actual bottles and it's a little bit cheaper as well. The Kilian that I would like to put on my Christmas list this year is Angel's Share. I haven't smelled it. I've seen a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of positive comments on the videos. I don't think I've seen anyone say that they don't like it. So Angel's Share is cognac and cinnamon, tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood, all this good stuff, all these lovely notes that I enjoy in fragrances. So Angel's Share, haven't smelled it, pretty much know from the notes and from what everyone said, this is right up my street. I'll really enjoy this fragrance. So I'm happy to blind buy it at some point if Santa doesn't bring it round for me. I mean, if I'm leaving him a glass of sherry, you think the least he could do is leave some cognac for me. Anyway, there are others that I would like as well. I'd love apple brandy and single malt, and there's a boozy theme going on here, isn't there? What's the other one from Kilian that I would like? Back to Black, yeah, so a bit of tobacco. So I'm really hoping this coming year, next year, 2021, that I can start adding to my Kilian collection even more, because I've made a fairly decent start in the last few weeks on it. It's a house I really love, and I really want to just, you know, get my collection built up. So that is the first one on my Christmas list for 2020 by Kilian, Angel's Share. Let's talk about Creed. I'm doing all right with my Creed collection. I've got a few. I've got Aventus, Viking, Royal Mayfair, Original Santal, Bois de Portugal, and this one here, which I really enjoy. It's discontinued, Millicim 1849. So there is a Creed fragrance that I don't have, which I would really like to add to my collection, and that is Royal Oud. Royal Oud is just a beautiful, spicy, peppery fragrance, really assertive but smooth and luxurious. I've had some decants of that, and I think it's just a fragrance that really vibes with me. I think I could wear it a lot. I think it's a very versatile fragrance. I think it's a great kind of formal occasion or special occasion type scent when you just want to, you know, take your fragrance wearing to another level. Royal Oud is exquisite. That is really the only Creed that I think at this stage I really want to add to my collection. There's some that I don't own. There's Silver Mountain Water, Millicim Imperial, Himalaya, so, you know, all on the fresher side. I enjoy those fragrances, but they're just not my favorites. If I bought them and spent a lot of money on them, I don't think I'd get my money's worth out of those fragrances. Viking is kind of my go-to fresher, versatile Creed fragrance, so I would much sooner wear that than Millicim Imperial, Silver Mountain Water, Himalaya. So, I mean, maybe at some point, if I see them cheap enough, if I see them in a sale, which isn't very often with Creed, maybe I'll get them. But for the time being, once I've added Royal Oud, I'll be very happy. So yeah, that's the Creed I would like to add to this year's Christmas wish list. Parfum de Marly next. I love the house, one of my favourite houses. I love how rich and full-bodied they all are. I love how you don't have to worry about performance when it comes to Parfums de Marly. You know that they're just going to be dense and rich and quite heavy and jump off the skin. I own a few. I have Herod and Galloway, Leighton and Carlisle. I would say Carlisle's probably my favourite, but really enjoy all the ones that I own. I would also at some point like to have Percival. I really enjoy that fragrance. I know that it's a little less complex, it's a little simple and gets compared to much cheaper designer fragrances, but I've had a decant of that and I've really enjoyed it, so I would like that one. But the one that I really would like to add to my collection is Pegasus Exclusif, which is the newest release from the house. I have smelled it when I went to Scent Explore last year. Yvan Jacqueline from Parfums de Marly sprayed some on my hand, so I was smelling it throughout the evening and really enjoyed it. Pegasus I enjoy, but it's not one of my favourites. I find it's nice, it's almondy, creamy, but I just felt like it was lacking a little bit of punch, a little bit of attitude to really lift it up there with my favourite Parfums de Marly fragrances. But Pegasus Exclusif, I feel, takes that original Pegasus DNA, but does exactly what I wanted it to do. It adds a bit more woodiness, a bit more depth and complexity, so it makes it a little bit more assertive and gives it that attitude. So I really enjoyed Pegasus Exclusif. From what I've seen on reviews of it so far, it's being really enjoyed by a lot of people. So that is my offering from Parfums de Marly that I would really love to add to my Christmas list. Please, Santa. Next one is from the Tom Ford Private Blend. I love the Private Blend, especially the earlier releases. I have 8 of them. Shall I try and remember them all? Let's see if I can. Tuscan Leather, Oud Wood, Tobacco Oud, Mandarino di Amalfi Aqua, Neroli Portofino, Plum Japonais. That's 6. I've got 2 more. What are they? Oh, I knew I wouldn't be able to remember them. I'm just going to go and have a look. Oud Mineral and Noir de Noir. Okay, there are my 8 private blends. I knew I wouldn't remember them all when the camera's turned on. So the fragrance of the earlier private blend releases that I would like to add and put on my list for this year is Tobacco Vanille. I feel like this fragrance has been a long time coming for me. It was one of the first private blends I smelled. I've got a decant, which I've nearly finished. I love the smell. I love tobacco. I think it's quite a loud fragrance, but I think if you wear it at the right time of year, winter, autumn, I think it just works really well. So obviously it's tobacco and vanilla, but then there's some spices and dried fruits. It just smells great. Really, really vibes with me. But I've never pulled the trigger. I think it's one that I'm looking out for if I see a decent price. Like I just did with Noir de Noir, I just bought a partial of that off a Facebook group for very cheap. So I'll be looking out for Tobacco Vanille. So if you've got a partial of Tobacco Vanille you want to sell me, you know, I probably won't get it for Christmas. So just let me know, drop a comment if you can throw me a good price down on Tobacco Vanille. But yeah, lovely fragrance. Really want to add that to my private blend collection. MFK, I don't own any, which is why there's one on this list. Baccarat Rouge I enjoy. I think it's a nice fragrance. I can wear it, no problem. I think it's particularly good for layering other fragrances on top of, actually. I have clones of Baccarat Rouge 540 and I don't think that I would justify paying full retail for it, bearing in mind the amount that I would wear it. So Baccarat Rouge, lovely, but not on this list. The one that is a fragrance that I think gets an equal amount of hype, I would say, from the house, and it's Grand Soir. I have smelled this several times in stores and did a video with Clemence, and she had it for me to smell. Beautiful amber fragrance, one of the best amber fragrances I think I've ever smelled. It's rich, it's sensual, it's yeah, really beautiful, high quality fragrance. So Grand Soir is definitely one that I would wear a lot in the autumn and winter. So I would like to add that to my Christmas list. Grand Soir, fingers crossed. Not gonna happen, is it? Okay, Initio. I only own one, Oud for Greatness, love it. Fantastic fragrance, great, complex, niche fragrance that is mass appealing. My wife loves it. She loves wearing it, she loves it on me, and I just find it really satisfying as well. Another one that I have a sample of that I find, you know what, I think probably I I like it even more than Oud for Greatness. I just think there's a little more going on with it and its side effect. So it's boozy, you've got tobacco and some spices in there. So it's got this very smooth, sweet, sensual booziness. Works amazingly well off my skin. It jumps off my skin. I find it incredibly satisfying to wear. You know, you put those fragrances on and they just hit the spot. You smell them and you're just like, yes, I feel good, I smell good. I'm confident about going out into the world and wearing this fragrance. In fact, you put it on, you cannot wait. In fact, it's one of those fragrances that you want to organise a night out with your friends just so you can wear that fragrance. Anyone else do that? Just me? Okay, moving on. I love a good sandalwood fragrance, and one that I've smelled in store and really enjoy that I would like to own is Santal Royale from Guerlain. I keep going online and looking at prices and deciding, oh, is it a little bit too expensive, and not buying it, and then regretting not buying it, and then I see someone do a review and they say how good it is, and I wish that I'd bought it, so I probably should just buy it. Anyway, that's why it's on this list. So, really nice fragrance. It is rose, oud, leather, spices. It's a smooth, creamy sandalwood fragrance, but with backbone, with attitude, which is exactly what I like in those types of fragrances. I love Les Absolus d'Orléans bottles a lot as well. I think they look great. I don't have any of those. So I'm going to keep my eyes out for a deal. A deal, not ideal. I've got a few of those already. Anyway, let's hope Santa hooks me up. Next one is tobacco, and this is a tobacco on another level, and you might not have heard of this. I feel like it's a hidden gem. I have a sample of this. It smells amazing, but I don't hear many people talking about this. It's called Ummagumma and it's from Bruno Fazolari. Dark chocolate, tobacco, leather, vanilla, sandalwood. Yes, it is as good. In fact, it's better than it sounds. This just works so well off my skin. It's such a punchy, sweet tobacco fragrance. It's got this gourmand quality to it, but it doesn't smell overly sweet. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I don't think you can get it from many places. I think there's one place here in the UK, Rouleau White, which you can get it from, and one of the reasons I've not yet pulled the trigger is it's on the expensive side. It is £113 for 30 ml, so you're kind of into Nasamato type pricing territory there. So yeah, not picked it up yet, but I know I like it. One day, hopefully before it gets discontinued, because that always happens, doesn't it? Hopefully one day I'll treat myself. For the last one on my Christmas wish list, we're going out with a bang. This is a little known fragrance that probably a lot of you don't know about, so hopefully you'll learn a little bit of something from this video. This fragrance is called Spice Bomb. Yeah, Spice Bomb, write that down so you don't forget it. I enjoy this fragrance a lot, but I do prefer the extreme, so I went straight in for this one, and I have a few of the other flankers as well, but I don't have the original Spice Bomb, and I must get it in my collection. I feel like even though I prefer extreme, I think the DNA of the original Spice Bomb is a little more versatile, so I think I would probably end up wearing it more often than this. So it's an easy to wear, mass appealing designer fragrance that just works really well in autumn and winter. I'm sure I'll see it in some discounts on the run up to Christmas, so watch this space. You may be seeing some Spice Bomb action on my channel very soon. And quite frankly, it's embarrassing that I don't have it, isn't it? A fragrance as popular and as good as that, I'm embarrassed that I don't own it, and that needs to change. Right, there it is, my Christmas wish list for 2020. There are many, many more fragrances that I could have put on this list, or that would have been on this list had I not just purchased a massive haul a few days ago, which I'm currently waiting on the arrival of. So yeah, that kind of chopped my Christmas wish list down by about half. I could have put more on the list, but you've got to be realistic. You know, you don't want these lists to go on for too long. But those are fragrances that are just on my mind that I would really love. Most of them I've smelled apart from Angel Share, and I know that I enjoy them and would really like to add to my collection. So drop some comments down below, let me know which fragrances you think should be on my Christmas wish list, if you have an idea of what I have and what I don't have. Anyway, whatever recommendations you've got, leave them down below, and I will get that sent off to Santa as soon as possible. I'll send him a link to the video so he can sit there in his workshop with his elves and, you know, make the glass and blend the fragrances and make it all up and put it all in his sack and bring it over to my house and figure out how to get in because I don't have a chimney. Anyway, he'll work it out. That's what he does. That's his job. He's got one job. He'll do it. Okay, so my Christmas wish list 2020. Let me know what yours is. Give me your top 3 for Christmas, and fingers crossed, you get them. And if not, you'll buy them in the sales, I'm sure. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. A very Merry Christmas to you. Remember, keep tuning into FM, keep smelling good, and I'll see you in the next one.